Overnight, Israel launched a series of strikes, according to the IDF, using dozens of fighter jets to target different positions across Iran, not only hitting the country's nuclear program and their ballistic missile supply, but also targeting individual leadership, including the head of the IRGC, Hussein Salami. This is the top military general in all of Iran, and according to Iranian state media, he is dead. There is currently a state of emergency declared across the entirety of Israel as this country braces for an expected Iranian response.
Moments ago, Israel launched Operation Rising Lion, a targeted military operation to roll back the Iranian threat to Israel's very survival. This operation will continue for as many days as it takes to remove this threat. For decades, the tyrants of Tehran have brazenly, openly called for Israel's destruction. They've backed up their genocidal rhetoric with a program to develop nuclear weapons. In recent years, Iran has produced enough highly enriched uranium for 9 atom bombs. 9. In recent months, Iran has taken steps that it has never taken before, steps to weaponize this enriched uranium. And if not stopped, Iran could produce a nuclear weapon in a very short time. It could be a year, it could be within a few months, less than a year. This is a clear and present danger to Israel's very survival.
Ambassador Marco Rubio issued the following statement, quoting here, "Tonight, Israel took unilateral action against Iran. We are not involved in strikes against Iran, and our top priority is protecting American forces in the region. Israel advised us that they believe this action was necessary for its self-defense. President Trump and the administration have taken all necessary steps to protect our forces and remain in close contact with our regional partners. Let me be clear, Iran should not target U.S. interests or personnel."
Something I just heard from a senior Israeli official who says that, according to Israeli assessments, there are very high chances that the entire Iranian general staff, including the head of the Iranian general staff of the Iranian military, and several senior Iranian nuclear scientists were all eliminated in the Israeli strikes tonight. I hear that again from a senior Israeli official who says that several senior top Iranian military commanders, including the head of the general staff of the Iranian military and senior nuclear scientists, have all been targeted in those strikes. And according to IDF assessments, there's a high chance that they've been eliminated.
Israel's top military spokesperson just announced that Iran has launched 100 drones at Israel. It will take them a couple of hours to get here, and likely, as we have seen in the past, they could be coupled with some sort of missile fire. But this is the first part of what we expect to be a multi-pronged response from the Iranians following these Israeli strikes overnight. They came in waves, targeting Iranian nuclear facilities, also top officials in Tehran, including nuclear scientists and the head of the IRGC. As we move forward here, we should look at the special instructions that have been given to Israeli civilians. Israel's Home Front Command, the arm of the military responsible for communicating with the civilian population, has told people to stay close to bomb shelters. Israel's prime minister says the instructions may last for longer than in previous times during the more than 600-day war that Israel has been facing.
Today, I had a chance to talk to President Trump in the East Room about this, and I asked him basically, are you trying to talk Benjamin Netanyahu out of strikes on Iran, or do you want to keep a nuclear weapon out of the Iranians' hands so bad that you would just say, it's not our war, and let him do his thing? And President Trump's answer was a little bit longer than what I'm going to CliffsNote it as, but he said Iran just cannot be allowed to get a nuclear weapon. I'm just off the phone with some senior staff. President Trump, I'm told, is in the West Wing talking to his senior staff, and he is watching the news from the region about what is going on. He told me earlier today that Israel did not tell them anything specifically that led to the evacuation of American dependents, American military family dependents in the Middle East. But we know that they had some kind of a tip, whether or not the Israelis told us directly or our own intelligence in the region tipped us off. They didn't do that for no reason, because it was a huge operation that a lot of people thought was going to go for a couple more days, but it really only went about 24, 36 hours.